cycle counting. That day we have discussed it. What is cycle counting? Cycle counting is actually done at a material level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is like you have a continuous counting.
Mm-hmm.
No, continuous counting. We have annual counting, continuous counting, and cycle counting.
Mm-hmm.
Annual counting is like you do it every year. Every year you will fix up one time and you do it accordingly, right? And like at the end of the fiscal year or something like.
Mm-hmm.
And continuous counting is like you keep on doing it. Like keep on doing it across the year at storage type levels. Like you select some storage types and you will start doing those storage types. The physical inventory will do that like with continuous counting at storage type level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but the cyclic counting is like actually is a material level. You define material to the cyclic counting physical inventory process. So when you maintain that indicator in the material level, so system will find out that material in which storage types are located.
Mm-hmm.
So accordingly, it will pick up all that regarding storage type, that related storage types, and do the cyclic counting.
Mm-hmm.
And it is also a continuous counting. Like at certain time of period, you can define like every month if you want to do, or every quarterly you want to do, or half-yearly. Like you will define the time period of that, and also you will define at a material level.
Mm-hmm.
So when you choose that particular material for cyclic counting, system will search for the storage type from where at which are all storage type it has been saved. It has been maintained.
Mm-hmm.
So it picks up all the storage types which relate to this material and do the cyclic counting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So for that, first we need to define the cyclic counting process.
So cycle counting is at the material level for a fixed storage type.
Not fixed. Fixed is like whichever the storage types are all this material is maintained.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Go to material management, inventory management. Here you see physical inventory.
So these are the
And
three types of
cycle
inventory
counting.
which you mentioned, right?
We have
to-
to see more than that. I believe we have one more inventory sampling also.
Inventory sampling. Okay.
Inventory sampling, and also we have a zero counting.
Okay.
I believe we have around five physical inventory processes. Mainly we will concentrate on this annual or continuous or cyclic counting.
Okay. Let me give you one example, and you tell me that what will be the correct process in that. For example, some goods arrived, and the pallet tags have wrong quantity in that. Okay. So wrong quantity has been updated in the system. Okay. Now suddenly some warehouse guy figured out that there is a wrong, and they just want to correct that on that spot. They do not want to wait for the cycle counting. The next cycle counting or annual counting. They do not want to wait. They want to fix that on the spot for that particular material, that particular place. So what will be the correct solution in this scenario?
Yeah, it's not actually a physical inventory, right? This is not a physical inventory process. Since the material he has posted wrong, so he will retrieve back that goods received or any inbound delivery or something, and then he'll rectify the exact value and will post again.
Okay. But if some goods are consumed, okay, then usually we do the physical inventory. Why? The reason is that there is a mismatch between the system inventory and the actual physical inventory. right? So, and then we can now, for example, if one pallet countable, it's okay. But for example, we have some, you know, two, 3 truckloads of goods arrive. Some may have, imagine little bit complicated scenario.
I understood, but when it is immediate, then you have to cancel the documents and reverse it and clear it accordingly. The physical inventory is done because, you know, say, for example, you keep on doing it. Okay, you keep on doing it, the business transaction. And sudden, you don't know that, when you are doing some business transaction, sometimes the material will break up, some materials will go off, some will be theft. So in that case, what you don't know, you don't know about that. So finally, when that is why very next you guys will do, a few companies will do annual counting. They'll do cycle counting every month. Like they'll define the frequency of 12 per year. Like every month they'll do it. Every month they'll keep on verifying the counting. So if it is immediate, then what you'll do, you'll know that there is something wrong happened. So what you'll do, you'll reverse it and do it again. This physical inventory is done when the situation is unknown, like you don't know, and you are doing some transactions, you don't know that some material has been thefted, and later after some days, you found out that there is a discrepancy in the balance sheet. So what you do, you somehow make it equal in the book sheet and the inventory. So at that time you define some reasons what to do with that particular material. You will post it against some cost center or something.
Okay. Actually, this type of situation rose. It was there for a long time back, and I'm trying to recall that because I was in P2P at that time. And some of the goods were consumed, I recall, and that's the reason that why we cannot reverse the good receipt. But exactly how much, so we just wanted to maintain the correct one. Some of the goods were consumed and not in the system, so we just exactly maintain that right now what's the current. So we did, there was some type of physical inventory which was done, at that time. So I was just trying to figure out that
it can be alternative solution, like somehow you have to equal it, right? So that is why they have used a physical inventory to equal these things.
Exactly.
So what you do, if the material you know that this particular material you have procured extra, like for example, there should be some 10 quantities, but in fact you have posted for 20. And you don't know that this actually it has come for 10. And later on, after 2-3 days, you understood that okay, you have posted wrongly now.
Yes.
So you can't do it reverse any procuring because you have already issued the good.
Yes.
So at that time, what you do, you'll scrap it, or you will directly send it to 551. You can scrap it. Okay, you can say that it's actually a duplicate. There is no quantity remaining. So what you will do, you will scrap it, or you will nullify that value and you send it to some cost account. That you do some account assignment thing.
Yes. We can scrap it. Yeah, we can scrap it, and if we know that for example, the example which you provided, I have received 20 quantities. And
also if you for example you have procured a GR for 20, but in fact you will cross check with the PO when doing a GR, even though for example you haven't for specifically for some GR, like you have done 20 without reference to any PO, and now you have done some 10 quantity, but you know that only 10 quantity has arrived. So now what you do, some of the material is left out, right? But that material you will first cancel it, and then remaining whichever you have, that you will scrap it or doing something. Well, you for that kind of scenario, what you do, you create a new movement type and create a new GL account. For that GL account, especially if this kinds of scenarios happen, you will post that cost to the GL account, finally at the end of the fiscal year, you will nullify with the balance sheet.
No,
you can do that also, no?
I can do, but if I go back to my main question is that provide you can scrap if you know that okay, this is the quantity which I have received, but in the system it shows, but in the physical it is not there. Some goods have been consumed, so right now let me scrap this hypothetical quantity which has been posted by mistake. Now my question is that 2010, these are easy figures, okay, small counter figures. To count that exact, is there, if I frame my question like this, is there any physical inventory which we can do on spot? Because annual inventory we do once in a year, we have fixed time. Cycle counting per material is that, there are predefined intervals after which we can define that, we are counting that materials. Is there anything that for this material, I will do a spot counting right now, immediate counting right now? Is there any such process of physical inventory? That's my main question.
Because I don't know actually.
Okay.
Because physical inventory is completely a different thing what they are actually doing it. This is not actually the solution whenever you do something more, but this is actually not the solution what you can nullify by doing any physical inventory.
No, we cannot nullify, but actually we can figure out that exactly where is the wrong, that I have posted so much quantity in the system, but there is so much quantity in the physical. So here is the difference. And then we clear out the difference. That's the basic purpose of physical inventory, correct?
Yes.
So here
immediately if you want to, so you are asking to immediately do that physical inventory, right?
Let me reframe my question once more. What I am trying to say is that, I have received goods. Due to error of the receiver, goods have been posted wrongly. Now, some goods have been consumed. Okay, some have been scrapped. So there is a complicated situation. After some time, after some days, after some days, 10-15 days, somehow figures out that there is a mismatch everything in the system, because when goods